Hey guys, and welcome to a little tutorial about how to play your retro systems on your Elgato HD60. I just got an Elgato HD60, as you probably heard in my other little update video that I made, and I'm really excited about it, so I wanted to share with you how you could play these games on an HD60 so that way you wouldn't have to waste your money on other things, and you wouldn't be suckered into buying shitty, capture cards like I did when I bought the Hoppig stuff that I still don't trust that company and don't really support them. So I wanted to make this video to make sure that there was actually a tutorial out there and information out there to help people understand that this is a thing they can do. It might be common knowledge to most people, maybe it's something that everyone knows, but for me, I didn't know, and so I just wanted to make this tutorial because I personally didn't know about it and didn't understand until I actually looked into it a little bit more, which then it was too late. So anyways, I'm going to show you everything that you need, how to set it up, and then after that it's basically just like using your Elgato any other time. So just sit back and relax for this little tutorial. So the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need one of these bad boys. Now this is a T-order RWY 2 HDMI box. The purpose of this is to basically convert your RWY cable connection sorry for the cat. Your RWY cable connection into HDMI. So basically, this is the most important thing that you need. I found this one, I think, on Amazon. They aren't that expensive, and if you look them up, you can certainly find them. I'll leave links to all of the things that you're going to need in the description that I can easily find on other sites, so if you want to buy any of them, you can very easily. So the second thing that you're going to need is this, which is a USB cable. This comes with the T-order, at least mine did. So it's basically just, a USB that plugs from the box into, your computer. So you need one of those, and then you need the last thing for this whole little set is you need something that can plug into an outlet and is your USB quarter port so that you can plug the T-order from the USB into the wall, so that way it actually gets powered, because I don't have enough USB ports to power everything from my computer. My computer's a piece of garbage, so it's better to just power it through an actual outlet instead of through that. And then the next thing obviously is your Elgato. So it doesn't really matter if you have an HD60S or an HD60, it's going to work with both. But I have personally an HD60. I just bought this, and I actually just made a video about the changes for this. It's a channel update, so you'll see that probably today as well. But sorry for the glare, but the box is really shiny. I got mine used on eBay, but it works really great, and I'm actually really happy about the upgrade. Like I said, I talk more about that in the other video, but you need this, and I will show you how to set everything up later. And then last thing, which my lovely assistant here, Little Mord, baby me, is sitting on at the moment. You want to say hi to the camera? Is you need two HDMI cords. So you need, he wanted to be part of this video, he needed to shine. So you're going to need just two HDMI cables, which basically just look like this. They both have HDMI ends on each side. Therefore, you can get these very easily, but they usually, one comes with the Elgato. I had one from my Hoppig device, and you can get them off of your game systems that are HD, both ended HD cables, so you can get these really easily. So you need two of those. And I'll show you why you need two of those later, but you need two of those, and that's all you need. It's as simple as that. Obviously, any other accessories, for your game recordings that you need, your mic and stuff, that's all, fine and dandy, but this is what you need in order to capture your retro games on an Elgato. And it's very, very simple, and it shouldn't give you any problems. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to set this up now. Alright, so putting this together is really, really simple. The first thing you need to do is take your T-order box and grab your little USB cable that you had from the Tailorder box. You plug in the USB cable to the side here. You can see that there's a little port right there. You plug that in. Sorry, it's going to be off camera because it's kind of hard to do things in frame. But you plug that in, and then you take whatever little USB cable box you have and just plug the other side of the Tailorder into the USB box. And that's your Tailorder completely ready to go. So just set that to the side. And then let's open up the Elgato. So we have the Elgato out of the box. Obviously the cord that comes with the Elgato so that it can plug into the PC. First thing you're going to do is plug in the Elgato cord into the actual device itself, which I am really horrible at apparently. So then you're going to plug this in. And from this obviously goes into your PC. So now the HD cords are the next step. So let me get this shit out of the way and pick back up the Tailorder box. So on the other side of the Tailorder box there is an HD port, as you can see. So you pick up one of your HD cables, so one of them, and then you plug that into the Tailorder box. So this cable that you plugged into the Tailorder box, you plug the other side of this cable, the other end of it, into your Elgato. So this needs to go into the in, so it needs to go next to where you plugged in your PC on the HD60 anyways. This needs to go into the in port. Alright, so that's all plugged in, and then obviously the other HD cable will go from your Elgato to your TV, so you just plug that in to the out port on the other side. So this is what it looks like. And this is just a big fucking mess of cords right now. Okay, so now your final step is to take your red, white, and yellow cables, and you're just going to plug those into the corresponding colored slots on your Tailorder box. Obviously, it's just like playing them on the TV. Just plug those bad bitches in, and you have your Frankenstein's fucking octopus all set up and ready to go. And this is the basics of plugging it all in, and then after that you just are going to turn the Tailorder box on, which it does have. Once you plug it in, it will automatically turn on, at least mine does, and it has a little switch on the side. It's a little hard to see, I know, but right there it says 720p, and over here it says 1080. I haven't really messed with these much. I keep mine at 720p just because it seems to work a little better for what I want personally, but you can always change yours if you feel like you would have a better time recording at 1080p instead of 720, but for my old retro systems it just seems to work better as just 720p, so I don't really fuck with it that much, because it still goes into my editing program and it comes out 1080p anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to get all this plugged in, turn it on, and show you that it does in fact work, and then I will show you some stuff on the PC about I'll confirm to you that it does work and that you can use it like this. Okay, so as you can see, after I set everything up, it is recording perfectly normally. We just have the Wii. I know it looks a little skewered, but that's just because I stretched the scene in OBS, so it doesn't actually look that skewered, I promise. But basically, yeah, it's just like capturing normally with your HD capture through Elgato. It works just fine, and you can record your GameCube, your Wii, your Wii U, anything that you use your RWY cables for, you can record with this, your N64. So, I hope that this was helpful to you. I hope that everything will work out for you when you want to do this sort of thing, and I hope that it will definitely make things a little bit easier, and that way you won't have to spend your money on things that you know, aren't gonna work and all kinds of other stuff like that. So once again, all the links to the products that I use are going to be in the description. I'll try my best to find, you know, what I can through sites. I don't know what's currently still being sold and stuff like that, but everything that I have here is very easy to find, so I don't worry too much about that. Also, if you have any more questions or you want to learn anything specific, you can always ask me in the comment section. I'll try to answer the best I can. I'm a pretty techie person, but I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable about all forms of technology. It's just that I can figure stuff out pretty easily. So stay groovy, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.